I was on my way to work. I was late for work even.
Racing down Saginaw Street in downtown Flint, already running behind, Shirley Cochran wasn't sure if she should answer the call.
And all of a sudden, I turned into the jail.
As fate would have it, it wasn't up to Shirley. Imprisoned by the anguish of fulfilling a purpose, she found herself at the front doors of a hopeless home 25 years ago.
I had never been in the jail before. I didn't know anyone there, and I walked in and convinced them. I talked myself up to the 3rd floor to actually meet with the women.
She had it in her mind what she wanted to do, and she wouldn't let anything interfere with it. And she didn't sometimes always understand that security comes first in the jail.
Security to Shirley meant providing normalcy, like a Christmas to a mother living in the jail without her children.
We were going to buy gifts, food, the whole 9 yards for one family.
She quickly discovered many of the women were moms, all weaved together with a traumatic thread. Helping one wasn't enough.
I found 23 mothers and 58 children who would not be at home together at Christmas.
So she helped them all, spreading Christmas cheer. But a higher power was also spreading through Shirley, pulling on her heartstrings.
I left the jail feeling sorry for the women who would not be able to be home and do that for their children.
The clouds would part, revealing a brighter mission, a calling to start a nonprofit called Motherly Intercession. With the support of then Genesee County Sheriff Robert Pickell, it would provide programs, outreach, and hope to help end a cycle of intergenerational incarceration.
Most people think that the children and the family should be punished because their father or mother committed a crime. And what we tried to do, and what the whole purpose of Motherly Intercession was to be a support for the children of the inmates.
That support can stick with a child for life, just as 20-year-old Ahmad Mays. He started in the program at 3 years old, learning how to read, use a computer, social skills, even taking field trips. 17 years later, he's come full circle, helping facilitate the nonprofit's educational initiatives for children.
It's important to me that I see that they are being built up rather than tore down by their situation, because they're put in a lot of situations where they're disadvantaged because of where they've been or just how they can't choose how they live, you know, and it's not fair, especially for the kids, to feel the negative effects of that when they haven't done anything.
And Motherly Intercession is also turning a negative into a positive for inmates inside the jail, working to rehabilitate, reunite parents with their children, and prepare these returning citizens for life on the outside.
We provide them with food, resources, and referrals to other organizations so they can get household supplies, cleaning supplies, clothes for themselves and their children, and also housing and employment.
They take the lead on restoring visits for kids 12 and under with their parents and their grandparents. I, as the sheriff in the office, we just oversee the process because they come in and they take care of the kids, they provide the games, they do all of they're on the floor, and now my staff sees that, so now they're thinking, all right, I need to be a little bit softer and more understanding.
Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson says he took note of the impact Motherly Intercession had on everyone as he climbed the ranks. Over the years, personal letters poured in, thanking the organization for being there when they felt no one cared, lifting them out of the darkness of guilt and shame.
When you have a community like we have, and you have a resource like Motherly Intercession that's run by an incredible leadership team, and knowing the history of how it started with my predecessor, I don't know if other counties have the gem that we have, but the model can be duplicated. And that's what's powerful.
But Motherly Intercession is powerless without you. Its partnerships, volunteers, and funding are all generated from your generosity.
I always say you can give your time, talent, and treasure to Motherly Intercession. Volunteering, like be on our board, or come volunteer, help with tutoring with the kids, donate money to Motherly Intercession, or just come and learn what we do. Yes, ma'am, it's right here.
Shirley recently handed the reins over to a new executive director and a new generation of leaders working to make a difference.
The need will always be there, and I can remember when I started, it was over 25,000 children that had been impacted by the incarceration of their parent, mother or father or what have you.
Shirley says the need now is greater than ever, and she can't help but wonder what would have happened if a stranger didn't find it in their heart to give her the chance to not only unlock her purpose 25 years ago, but unlock a better life for thousands touched by motherly intercession.
They didn't know me. I didn't know them. Of course, I had a great relationship to develop later with Robert Pickell and his wife, Janet, who supported us for a number of years.
All of the things that I did as sheriff, that's at the top of my list. It was something that I look back now and I think, if you haven't done anything, you did that.